Keyloggers have been around as long as most of us can remember at this point. The information that you can gather from someone's keystrokes can be invaluable to a hacker. Now what if you could get some of that information without them ever even touching a keyboard? This is VoiceLogger. A keylogger is a type of software or hardware that monitors and records a user's keystrokes on a computer's keyboard. It is often used for malicious purposes such as stealing sensitive information like passwords or credit card numbers. However, keyloggers can also be used for legitimate purposes such as monitoring employees' productivity or parental controls. The gathered data can be sent to third parties or stored locally for later retrieval. As hackers, we are always looking for more sources of data to tap and exploit. We have talked about how valuable it is for us to get a hold of your keystrokes. But what if we could get a hold of what you just said in front of your computer and processed it in real time? I know we've all been there. You're sitting there talking about something you want to buy, and then all of a sudden, like clockwork, the ads start showing up for that very same product. It's almost like your voice is being recorded and parsed for certain keywords that are passed on for personalized advertising campaigns. So let me show you how I wrote one function in PowerShell to leverage the capabilities of everything I just told you about, but this time from the perspective of a hacker. Let me show you what this would look like. So right now, we are currently in my private testing Discord server. We will go ahead and run the function. Now notice that everything I am saying is being converted to text and sent to a Discord webhook live. Notepad. Notepad. Exit. Now you'll notice I was actually able to pass it verbal commands as well, though it is not super accurate. This is something we can have a lot of fun playing with. Just like those sneaky ads that play after you mention something, we can use that on the target. Perhaps they mention their bank, then all of a sudden they get a phishing email. It gives them that like, oh, I was just talking about how I needed to do that mentality. It may not only just lower their guard, but actually further entice them to take the bait. There are endless ways to incorporate this methodology into scarily personable attacks. So how did I discover this and how does it work? Believe me when I say this project started out innocent enough. Nothing to do with hacking. Another project I'll probably share soon still. Anyways, if you didn't know, you can press the Windows key plus H to bring up the Windows dictation tool. So as you can see yet again, my voice will be converted to text and inserted to the console. This time I'm sure you see we have a little box that pops up and a sound that plays. Again, this was just for a personal project, but I couldn't have that popping up and beeping. And as it turns out, there is no direct way to interact with the accessibility feature via PowerShell. However, if you dig deep enough, we can make it underneath of that feature. If we can't interact with it directly, we will find the building blocks it uses and we will reconstruct them into something devious. My crime is that of curiosity. So let's look at the code together. First we have a simple Discord upload function, and I won't cover that here since I've already made a video on it. The VoiceLogger function leverages the system.speech namespace to create a continuous speech to text logger. It initializes a speech recognition engine, loads a dictation grammar, and then sets the input to the default audio device. The script then enters an infinite loop where it listens for speech input and recognizes the text. The recognized text is written to the output and saved to a temporary log file. The log file content is then uploaded using the DC upload function. Additionally, the script checks for specific voice commands using a switch statement with regex patterns. If the word notepad is detected, it launches notepad. If the word exit is detected, it exits the loop and stops the voice logger. Once the loop is terminated, the log file's content is cleared. Now that you know how it works, the last step is to deploy it as a payload for our bad USB device of choice, whether that be a rubber ducky, OMG cable, or flipper. So you can go to the GitHub link in the description where you can see this payload along with all the others that I have made. It is formatted just like my other payloads that are ready to run. Just simply modify the voicelogger.txt file to include your Discord webhook and you're ready to go. The possibilities of what you can do with this attack vector is pretty insane. Just imagine all the things you say in confidence in front of your own PC. To think that hackers could have personalized payloads that are deployed just based off something you say near your computer is terrifying. But these are the shadows where hackers call home. And remember, I am Jakoby. My crime is that of curiosity. And yeah, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought him back.